Hey to all my big sisters and little sisters out there, it's your girl Maya Simone, and I am back with another video. Finally, it's been 2 weeks since I posted on YouTube. I needed a little break to recoup and also do other things. While life has literally been lifing. Like, I kid you not, life has been crazy since January have started. So many things have happened, so many new things, so many changes, so many tears. And it's only January. It's literally only January. Today, I'm gonna be talking about 2025. Okay, this would be a 4-part series as I break down and I talk about, you know, each quarter of the year, what happened to me during this time, what I went through, like how was I able to push through these things and all of these over the whole 2025. I documented majority of the year. I journaled down majority of the year. I did all of these things throughout the year. I want to tell y'all about it. I'm ready. Now that it's over, now that I'm done with 2025, I am ready to open up and really give my testimony of my snake year and all the things I had to shed in order to get to where I am right here today. And I still got more skin that I'm shedding. Okay, so we're gonna be doing this today while I cook dinner. I'm trying to multitask because I was supposed to record my video earlier, didn't get a chance to do it, so now I have to do it while I cook dinner. And without further ado, we're gonna get right into the video. I hope y'all like my new intro. That's another reason why I haven't been posting, because I had to wait till they get finished. So the lady who did my intro, she did the last intro too. I will put her Instagram name right here if y'all interested. She did my intro and my outro. They'll be at the end of this video. So if y'all hit her up. She did a really good job. She was very fast, very effective, and she did what she had to do. Okay, let's get into it. My friend is coming over in just a few minutes, so I gotta speed this thing up. Today I am cooking some lemon pepper salmon, and I'm gonna do some broccoli, sweet potatoes, and some cilantro lime rice. So yeah, come cook with me. And yeah, while I talk about my 2025 year. So boom, it's the start of 2025, and I started doing a lot of my healing. I had started therapy. I had stopped smoking marijuana. I had already started reading my Bible. I started doing all of these things before the year even started. So I'm like, I'm on the right track. I'm trying to get my spiritual alignment. I'm trying to work on my business. I just got accepted into Thrive. I got accepted into WCLI. So I turned down a job opportunity so that I can focus on my business and all of these things. Because I was like, okay, I gotta lock in. So I started the year off extremely well. Like, it was going good. I can't complain. I really can't complain. I had gained a lot of my weight back that I had lost. I can't tell you what the exact number that I lost weight, but I had lost a lot of weight. I'm gonna insert a picture on what I look like that summer, right? Versus what I look like when January started. The difference is crazy because I had gained like all the weight that I had lost right back in such a short amount of time. I was on top of all this, and I washed my fish off camera, but on top of all this, I wasn't on social media. Like, I was literally trying to zone in. I was in search of relationships. I was in search of alignment. I wasn't chasing clout. I didn't care if anybody saw what I was doing. I was doing all these things for me, and I wanted to be a better person, and I knew that the right people would find me. I knew that I would align with the right people. I knew all of these things when I started the year. I had a really good routine going. Like, I was waking up early. I was going to the gym. I was reading my Bible. I was getting my nieces ready for school. I had a good routine going, a good schedule going, and I was loving life. Then February came around, right? And like I said, I did a fashion show in February. I'm gonna insert pictures of the fashion show that I did. And randomly, I'm on the way to my meeting or whatever. I'm on the way to, it was a WCLI meeting, and I was headed there. I was like maybe 5 minutes away from where we had to go. to me having to be there, and my mom called me. Mind you, we are a very close-knit family, but we very rarely call each other, like not randomly. Like when we call, like just know it's something important. So my mama calling me on a random Thursday, on a random Thursday. I'm like, what's up? So I answered, and I'm like, what's going on? She's like, are you busy? Her asking that question let me know off a rip that it was some serious. Then she goes to ask me about my auntie's sister, and I haven't talked to her since the first time I met her. Honestly, like we stayed in contact on social media, but like not for real. Like I couldn't call off her social media name off the top of my head because we only had met that one time, and that was pretty much it. But anywho, she was like, we trying to get in contact with with any of her kin right now. Like we want to, we trying to figure out which, anybody in her family where they at. And so I'm like, well, what's wrong? What's happening? And my mama can say 1,000 words without saying anything at all. Like she said, it's just her energy. Like you can feel it. Like you know it's something serious coming. So I never expected what she was about to say next. Like out of all the things that she was gonna say, I just didn't, like, my first mind did not go to the fact, like, I knew something was wrong, but my first mind didn't go to the fact that she was gonna tell me your auntie has passed away, your auntie Nicole has passed away. And out of all my aunties, she's not blood related to me or anything. She was my uncle's longtime girlfriend, so I've known her literally my entire life. Like, I was spending out at her house. She would do our hair. Like, I've known her my entire life. She was one of the aunties that we were the closest with, me and all my sisters. And she had a business, and she was working on her business. She was promoting. She was posting. If you ever get a chance to look it up, it's called Takeover Cosmetics. I haven't even looked at her website since then, but she has so much like going for herself. Like that's why. She had so much going for herself. Like she was working really hard, and she had been working really hard for so many years. And so like my mind literally couldn't even comprehend what my mama had said. I'm like, she passed away, and she ended up passing away in her sleep. So I made a video about it. I talked about it on my YouTube because, like I said, I was in a place of being consistent, and I wanted to still maintain my social media presence, even though I wanted to like go away. Okay, so like I said, I couldn't even process it. I head to my meeting still, and as I'm sitting there in my meeting, like, so what they used to do with what they do with the WCLI is they want you to interact, and they want you to mingle with new women every single week. And so they will put your name in different spots around different people so that you can get a chance to sit by everybody and get to know everybody. And so for this particular meeting, I was sitting by somebody that I haven't sat by before, that I haven't really had much of conversations with. And normally I'll be talking up a storm. Normally I'm having full-fledged conversations. Normally I'm asking 1,000 questions a minute, just trying to really get to know the person, because I'm very genuine about that. Like, I really don't know how to do small talk. And so like I'm sitting here with this lady, and I'm literally avoiding contact. Like, I'm looking at my hands, I'm staring at the wall, like I'm trying to avoid contact with everybody in the room, literally, because I can feel it bubbling up on the inside. Like I'm literally trying to hold back tears, because as I'm sitting there, as I'm listening to this lady talking, I'm not even hearing what she's saying for real, because the whole time I can think about is the fact that the words that my mama had said, your auntie is dead, like your auntie passed away. I'm just like, and for context, for anybody that don't know, I never really experienced anybody close dying to me. And like my great grandmother had passed away, but at the same time, like I've only seen her a couple of times in my life. Like I know it's really hard for my dad, because that was his grandma, but for me, I didn't even go to the funeral, because it's like I barely knew. It's like insensitive as it sounds, like I really didn't know her like that. But for my auntie, I did know her. We spent time together. We swapped stories. Like that was my auntie, literally. I finished seasoning my fish. I put a bunch of little stuff on there, and so now I'm finna get to cooking it. So we finna switch the set around, and so y'all can see me while I cook over there, okay? I like to start with some minced garlic in the pan, because who doesn't like a little minced garlic? It gives it a little bit of extra flavoring, okay? One thing about me, I like to season my food, okay? And I love cooking for my friends. That's one thing I really love. I really love cooking for my friends. And so I'm glad that I have somebody coming over because the food always tastes so much better when I know somebody else is eating it. You want that pan to be nice and hot. Oh my God. Anyway, I'm sitting here in this meeting with this lady, just wondering, like, I wonder what she think about me right now. And I normally don't care what people think, but as a person who is always super talkative, and now I'm not talkative to this lady, I'm just in my head like, I hope she don't think I'm weird. I hope she don't think like, no, because I normally would be way more, talkative, but I just found out some devastating news, and I still went and showed up to my meeting. And so finally, like after an hour of me being there, after an hour of me being sitting in the meeting, trying to hold it together, I finally decided to just say, you know what? I can't do it. Like the tears started falling uncontrollably. Like I was in there boo-hooing. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't stay in there. I couldn't keep trying to. All right. I couldn't keep trying to be strong in that situation after just hearing that news and also not even knowing how to deal with it. They don't teach you how to deal with grief. And so I'm like, okay, I finally get the courage and I leave. I get out of there. As soon as I make it to my car, I am boo-hoo crying. I am boo-hoo crying. I go home. My siblings already know, of course, by this point because my mom told them. So I'm just like, I took it really hard. So me not knowing how to properly deal with grief, and then also me not knowing how to like cry for real. Like I started the year off saying that I wanted to be vulnerable, saying that I wanted to be open, saying that I wanted to learn how to do these things, and then my auntie passed away at the end of February. I wasn't ready for that yet. I really wasn't. Of course, I prayed about it. I talked to God about it. Like I journaled about it. I cried about it. So I'm thinking like, okay, I feel like it's something that I can get through. And I honestly feel like the reason why I was able to kind of not get over it, but kind of like push past the situation was because we wasn't in close proximity. Like I can just think about the fact that maybe she's somewhere else, or maybe she is still living just over there on the other side of the world, and I can't talk to her. Like we didn't talk every single day, so that would make it easier for me to be like, okay, well, what do we, just move on from it. And so I get back to doing everything. I get back to going to classes, and I told some people about it, but not many people about the situation because, like, they don't know my auntie. So we're gonna do another lemon. If you know anything about me, I love lemony things. I really do. Put some brown sugar because I have what you call this stuff, sweet potatoes, and so I want to put a little bit of brown sugar in the sweet potatoes. I'll put a little bit more lemon pepper on top of that. For the fish is done. What I'm about to do now is the rice, which I just got 90-second rice. I'll put it in a bowl, put it in there, and then season a little bit. I realized that I didn't have any bread, and I always make bread with my food, so I'm about to make these Cheddar Bay biscuits from Red Lobster, and so I need to preheat the oven to 4. It's gonna get hot, and it takes 14 to 16 minutes to finish cooking. And so all the ingredients I need is 1 cup of cold water, a half of shredded sharp cheese, and 1 pouch of biscuit mix. Okay, let's get into it. So any whoozy wootsies, I forgot where I was at. But I know I kept going, y'all. I kept doing the same things. I kept praying. I kept waking up. I was staying on schedule. I was doing all the things that I was supposed to do. Even still, even in the midst of me just losing somebody that was so important to me, I was like, I just gotta keep going. Like, everything happens for a reason. That's what I always tell myself when something that I don't like happen for real. I always say, it happened for a reason. Because everything do. I don't think anything happens by accident. I don't think anything is by coincidence. I don't think anything is, none of that. Everything really does happen for a reason. And I truly, truly believe that. And so they tell you when there's an earthquake, be prepared for the aftershock. For the longest, I really didn't know what it meant. I've experienced an earthquake once, but I think when I was in California when it was 2019. I had just graduated high school and I went to California for a month. And it was my first time experiencing the earth shake. And it was very different. It was very new. It was very like, what is going on? Like, it's really shaking. The ground is really shaking right now. But I didn't experience a full earthquake. It was just a little bit of a rumble. And so, I've always heard that expression growing up. It's like, when an earthquake hit, be ready for the aftershock. Be ready for the aftershock. And I'm just like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Didn't I know? I soon quickly found that out. I soon quickly learned what the aftershock is. I skipped over a little bit of a part. I'm gonna go back to it right now. So February happened, still staying on schedule. March, I got really serious about my weight loss. I started trying to do the 75 soft. You can go back and check my videos during that time. I was really trying to stay consistent. I made a whole little board and everything about doing the 75 soft. I started like March 18th. The end of that month, I went to Utah for the first time. And we did an overnight camping trip, and then we went to Salt Lake City. We went to a few different, went to the Pink Salt Lakes. I'm gonna insert pictures. Pink Salt Lakes. It was very beautiful. I had a really good time. Even seeing like the wild cows out there. My mind was just blown. But anyway, I went there. I manifested an entire trip to Europe. I kid you all not. I didn't know how I was gonna go to Europe. I did not know, but I said I was gonna go. And best believe I went to Europe. I did my first international flight in 2025. I got my first stamps on my passport. And I say stamps with an S because I went to multiple countries while I was over there in Europe. They so close together. So I did 5 different countries. I also got a YouTube vlog about that, so you can go watch it if you're interested in seeing about the vlog that I went to. That was my first time really doing it. It's not really vlog style for real, but I made it do what it do with the content that I had. That's April, and I had a good time. I went with my siblings, and if y'all know I love my siblings down. We just cool like that. I love my siblings down. And so we were talking, we were saying oh, everybody gonna live so long. We gonna live a long life. I can't wait till we get old and we looking at our kids and our grandkids and our nieces and our nephews and all these different things, and we gonna outlive this person. And we was just having these whole conversations while we was in Europe. And remember what I said about that I'm gonna cuss. Remember what I said about that aftershock, you all? It's real. After I came back from Europe, less than 4 or 5 days is when I finally felt that aftershock. So I finished my vegetables. The fish is also done. And I'm about to put the biscuits in the oven. I'm going to stop right there. Come back for part 2 where I get into the aftershock. If you've been following my videos all 2025, you probably already know what happened in May and how it just shifted the trajectory of my life forever. I kid you not, I will never be the same. And so we're going to get into that next week. So make sure that y'all come back and y'all finish this testimony with me, okay? And as I relive some of the most hardest times of my life again. Why? Because I really truly feel like my story and the things that I've been through, I went through it to help somebody. And I don't know who it may be or who may be listening to this right now, but it's like, you're not alone. I'm not alone. I have to tell myself that all the time because often because I'm so used to going through things alone, I feel like that I have to go through everything alone. And so I'm learning that I don't have to. So I want to thank y'all so much for watching this video. Thank you for listening to me. If you actually are listening to me, thank you. Like I said, I don't know who this is for or who is hearing this. But you know, I pray for your situation. I pray for your situation because I know what it's like now. It's like I never knew that I had to. Yeah, sometimes you got to go through stuff in order to be able to relate. And so, um, make sure y'all come back next week as I get into the toughest part of the year, of my snake year. Okay, it's your girl Maya Simone. And I want y'all to make sure that y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to, make sure you hit that post notification bell button so that you know every time I'm posting a new video, okay? I'm getting back to posting them every Sunday. I'll be dropping a new video every Sunday, okay? I can't tell you what time. I don't know if it's going to be the morning. I don't know if it's going to be the evening. I don't know if it's going to be late at night or early in the morning. I don't know. And so that's why you gotta have those post notification bell button on, okay? We going up this year. We are going up this year. I am so excited for what's to come, and I'm so excited to bring you guys along with me, bring you gals along with me. I have so much in store, and the content is gonna be times 1,000. Okay, the content will be times 1,000, and I'm excited. I'm so excited to be more open and to be more vulnerable with my life with you all. So once again, I want to thank y'all. I'm gonna insert the finishing of my food at the end of this video because I'm not done. I'm almost done. My friend's almost here, so I want to make sure that I lock in for real, get everything. It's just the bread. But anyway, love y'all, and make sure that you keep glowing and keep growing, and I will catch you on the next one. Well, my hands are dirty. Bye.